Recently, Blake Lively has been at the center of attention on the internet after a video surfaced showing her in a somewhat rude interaction with an interviewer.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
This moment quickly garnered backlash, with many fans expressing disappointment in her behavior. Although Lively is generally known for her charm and friendliness, the viral moment seemed to catch people off guard. In the clip, Blake appeared irritated and dismissive toward the interviewer, sparking a conversation about celebrities' interactions with the press. The backlash against her highlighted how quickly public opinion can shift based on one incident, no matter how brief it is.
Blake, you say hi to Stephanie, it's my girlfriend.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you
You
so
should leave him.
The same interviewer who shared the Blake Lively moment, Kirsty Flaa, has now turned the spotlight onto another A-list celebrity, Anne Hathaway. A video from an old interview has resurfaced, showing Hathaway in what some viewers have interpreted as a mean or condescending tone.
People would sacrifice more for love than we do today?
No.
No?
No.
Do you remember your first crush?
No.
The video, which is several years old, shows Hathaway responding to a series of questions in a manner that, while possibly intended to be lighthearted, is now being seen by some as dismissive and rude. In the clip, Kirsty asks Hathaway if she can sing the questions and if Hathaway wouldn't mind singing her answers back. Hathaway's response, unsurprisingly, was, "Well, I won't be doing that, but you're more than welcome to sing." The rest of the 30-second clip shows Hathaway giving brief answers to questions, including one about life in 19th century France and another about her first crush. To both, Hathaway curtly answers with a simple no. It is unclear whether Hathaway answered other questions in the interview more thoughtfully, as only a small portion of the full interview was shared. Kirsty, while sharing the clip on her YouTube channel, explained that she was later contacted by Anne Hathaway's publicist. Kirsty said, "Yesterday I received an email. It was from an Anne Hathaway publicist, and he forwarded a message to me from Anne. I have to say I was pretty shocked. I had not expected her to reach out to me at all. I thought she was never going to even see that video, but she did, and she did something pretty amazing." Kirsty went on to explain further, saying, "Anne sent me a long email explaining to me what she was going through at that time when she did the interview. She apologized for giving me an awful interview, basically." This surprising apology from Hathaway added a new layer to the story, with some fans admiring her for acknowledging the situation and making amends years later. This resurgence of criticism isn't the first time Hathaway has faced a public backlash. In fact, the actress has long dealt with a phenomenon dubbed Hathahate, a term used to describe a period when Hathaway was at the height of her fame, yet faced overwhelming public disdain. The Hathahate period largely centered around her 2011 Oscars hosting gig with James Franco, right after Hathaway won her Oscar for her performance in Les Misérables. Despite her undeniable talent, she found herself on the receiving end of an unusual level of animosity, which seemed inexplicable to many. The Hathahate era stemmed from what some perceived as Hathaway being overly polished and perhaps too perfect. Some critics and fans found her public persona to be overly rehearsed, describing her acceptance speech at the Oscars as insincere or calculated. The sense that she was trying too hard to be likable, coupled with a perceived inauthenticity, made her a target for widespread criticism. Social media platforms were filled with negative comments, and her every public appearance was dissected for flaws. This cultural moment was particularly harsh, considering that Hathaway had done nothing overtly offensive. It seemed to be a case of an actress being too perfect for public comfort, leading to a collective backlash. During the height of the Hathahate era, Hathaway has revealed that this backlash impacted her career, even costing her certain acting opportunities. She shared in interviews that many people in Hollywood became reluctant to cast her because they were concerned about the toxic public perception surrounding her. However, one director stood by her during this difficult time, Christopher Nolan. Hathaway has praised Nolan, stating that he did not care about the negative opinions circulating online, and in some ways saved her career by casting her in 2014's Interstellar. Hathaway reflected, "I don't know if he knew that he was backing me at the time, but it had that effect, and my career did not lose momentum the way it could have if he hadn't backed me. Interestingly, this backlash also intersected with her role in the movie Interstellar. In the film, Hathaway played the role of Dr. Amelia Brand, a scientist who is part of a space mission to find a new habitable planet for humanity. While Interstellar was praised for its visual and thematic depth, some viewers took issue with Hathaway's performance, feeling that she wasn't the right fit for the role. In a way, the backlash she faced during this time seemed to extend into the reception of her acting, with critics perhaps being harsher than usual because of the public's negative perception of her. Hathaway has since reflected on this phase of her career, sharing how it impacted her approach to her work and her public persona. She noted that the criticism she faced was tough, but it helped her grow and become more resilient. Looking back on the Hathahate, Hathaway has spoken about how she learned to find peace in herself and her craft, focusing more on her passion for acting rather than trying to please everyone. The recent resurgence of an old interview has brought back some of those negative feelings, reminding both Hathaway and her fans of the harshness of public opinion. Social media, in particular, has once again become a platform where people are dissecting her every word and mannerism, reigniting some of the criticisms from the Hathahate days. While it's unclear how this latest round of backlash will play out, it's a reminder of how easily past moments can be resurfaced and reinterpreted in today's internet-driven world.